Detective Sergeant, my apologies. It is so rude of me to be late. However, there were a few details that I needed to resolve before I could come. I gather that it's important. Well, it's Christmas Eve. The station is empty. It's like a ghost town. But on the phone you were so very insistent. So here I am, ready to assist in any way that I can. I must admit I was surprised that it was you that telephoned me, and not the detective inspector. Perhaps it is because the case is cold? Cold? I mean, it has been so very long since there was a murder. I must confess that I was surprised to hear from you. To be honest, I was very surprised. You see, you never struck me as being particularly intelligent. What do I mean by that? Come now, Sergeant. Why play games? You are so very bad at them. I know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. So why pretend? If you insist, we will play. I will indulge you. It is Christmas after all. So enlighten me. Why do you sit before me and not the detective inspector? Missing, you say? Well, that would explain his absence. Do you believe the disappearance is connected to the case? You do. Do tell. He was following a lead and then he just disappeared. Are there no clues? No evidence? Could you not follow the same trail? Find the point where he vanished? Oh, you couldn't. Well, to be honest, because I've always believed that honesty and truth are so very important in relationships. And we do have a relationship. I'm not surprised that you couldn't follow the trail, that you couldn't interpret the clues, because you are so very ignorant, mundane, so very average. Distinctly so. It's not your fault. It's rather common in police, I find. All of you so very insipid. So ignorant, mundane, pedestrian. But not like your detective inspector. Oh, no. Our dear detective inspector was something different. Something interesting. I did so enjoy our discussions. When was the last time we talked? Oh, let me think. I do believe it was yesterday. Yes, it was. Or perhaps I'm mistaken and it was 6 months ago. Oh, all of a sudden I find myself so terribly confused. Not helpful, I know. Do you have any other questions I could help you with? Wife? I don't believe I knew the detective inspector was married. Murdered. The last victim. Oh, such a shame. And such a strange coincidence. What do I mean by that? Well, Sergeant, Surely even one as dense as you would find it odd that the wife of the leading detective is murdered. But then again, you are just a sergeant. What do I mean by that? I was insulting you. Which I must apologize for, I mean. Where are my manners? Do you have any other questions, perhaps? My alibi. For which murder? All of them? Well, let me see. Oh, my memory, it's so very terrible. I do believe that I don't have an alibi. Not a single one. For any of the murders. That does make me seem so very guilty. That's beyond suspicious. No alibi. Don't you think, Sergeant? Oh, you think I could be completely innocent? Really? Wow, you are so stupid. I'm not playing a game. You wanted to play a game. A game that you are so very ill prepared for. Did you suppose that you would trap me with your wit? A clever confession. Something to build your career upon. A career which until now has been so very disappointing. Sergeant, you are so disappointing. Really? You see, when the detective inspector tracked me down, followed my clues, determined my guilt, it was impressive. The leaps of logic, the intellect, oh, it was a thing to behold. It made me feel, well, exactly how it made me feel is not something I should talk about in polite company. But then again, you're too stupid to understand politeness and manners. I mean, who calls a lady this late at night? Oh, I'm no lady, am I? Finally, some spirit. Something to inspire passion in the game. So tell me, Sergeant, what is it exactly that you think you know? Well done. I am the murderer. I am so impressed. It only took you 6 months, with some exceedingly blatant clues. Gold star for you. What else do you know? You think I'm responsible for the detective inspector's disappearance? Of course I am. I'm sorry, there was doubt in your eyes for a second. Oh, I'm afraid I have to take that gold star away. You might cut yourself on it. Oh. This is where you ask me why. Ask me why. My motive. Why did I kill all of those women? I enjoy killing. And I was searching for something. Spare me the petty psychology. I was searching for the detective inspector. No. Oh, that's insulting. No, I wasn't looking for bigger prey. I was looking for an equal. I didn't know it at the time. I knew that something was missing. The thrill of the kill would last barely moments, and then I would be beset by a cloud of darkness, numbness. I needed someone to dance with, to play with, someone to stalk the night with. An equal, someone with a dark heart. And that was my dear detective inspector. Oh, really, Sergeant? And you knew them so well? Best friends? Really? No, it's nothing. Well, if you were such good friends, don't you think it's strange that they never confided in you? Their suspicions, the evidence, where they were going that fateful night that they disappeared. I'm sure that in your mind you were the best of friends. In your mind you knew them so well. What smile? Oh, this smile. This smile is... You did not know the detective inspector at all. Why did they hunt monsters, do you think? Oh, Sergeant, it was the complete opposite. The detective inspector hunted monsters because they were in denial. Do you know what makes a hunter a hunter? Instinct, hunger, a caged monster within. And that was your detective inspector. A dark heart. A heart as dark as my own, and oh, my match. The detective inspector gave me such gifts. Someone to play with, someone to dance with, someone to love. But they had been in denial for so long. I knew it wouldn't be easy. And the first step was bringing them to my door. Clues. A trail. But one that was difficult. Elusive. One that showed respect for the one hunting me. Not like the clues I left for you. Blatant, obvious, insulting. I basically painted an arrow pointing in my direction. And still you blundered for months. I never thought it would take you this long. 3 months at most. But I used the extra time wisely. I sharpened my new knife. Would you like to know about my new knife? Oh, my new knife is perfect. The perfect killing tool, and I will kill with joy and love, and I will revel in every drop of blood. Sergeant, would you like to see my new knife? You would. Well, first, let me tell you how it was forged. It was forged in pain and realization, in truth and honesty. The kind of truth that cuts to the bone, but sets you free. Releases your dark heart. The dark heart of my dear Detective Inspector. My new knife is standing behind you. Don't you recognize your best friend? Darling, won't you make it quick? He's really too stupid to enjoy. Oh, darling, that was artful. How did it feel? Your first kill? A test. It wasn't all a test. Our time together has been sublime, but I've seen shadows in your eyes, my dear Detective Inspector. Mourning for the life you lost. The life that I stole away from you on that fateful night. But I look in your eyes now and I see no shadows. I see only euphoria and love. I see my dark heart reflected. Oh, my darling Detective Inspector. You're mine. You're mine as I have always been yours. And now we will dance. We will stalk the night. This is love. This is emotion. This is our destiny. I never realized before how blood becomes you. But of course it does. You're like me. Blood is everything. And when we kill together, oh, it will be everything. Come, detective. Come towards me, covered in the blood of your best friend. Come and kiss your beloved. They should be so afraid. But they don't know. They don't know what's coming, my love. But they will soon.